Ryan Clark compares Asante Samuel and Deion Sanders amid greatest CB debate. Let's not stat watch, whether the topic is about etiquette, politics, or even business. Older and younger generations will continue to clash over what is the best way to do things. For a pair of former NFL DBs in Deion Sanders and Asante Samuel, that means arguing about the T-step technique, with various back-and-forth comments having now been made by both parties. The conversation has shifted from a technical debate to one that features career accomplishments. Considering that Sanders is often regarded by his contemporaries as one of the best to ever play the game, many believe the Samuel has little to no right to challenge him on the finer points of football. Among those who find the comparisons between the two to be unnecessary is former Pittsburgh Steeler and host of the Pivot podcast, Ryan Clark. While suggesting that the conversation about technique is a fair one to have, Clark was quick to suggest that Samuel should show a sense of reverence when addressing his predecessor in prime. Asante Samuel was a very good player. He's one of the best corners of his era. Deion Sanders is the best cornerback that's ever played. You're talking about two lions having a conversation, but one of them is Mufasa. There's a reason that they have the Hall of Fame. There is no Hall of Very Good. You can have the conversation when you are talking about technique. But let's not stat watch Asante. You were good, but we put the film on, you get cooked. Any and all of Samuel's personal accomplishments were outdone, if not doubled, by Sanders. Where Samuel has 4 Pro Bowl nominations, Sanders has 8. The former Atlanta Falcon also boasts 6 All-Pro selections to Samuel's 1. Both men may have a pair of Super Bowl rings, but Sanders didn't enjoy the privilege of playing with Tom Brady. Furthermore, as Clark pointed out, only one of them is in the NFL Hall of Fame. In the end, each of them is allowed to have their respective opinions, but only one of them is going to be held in high regard. Channing Crowder and Fred Warner on the Sanders-Samuel comparison. In suggesting that the two would be able to sit down and have a mature conversation about the topics at hand, Clark's cast member and former Miami Dolphin, Channing Crowder, stated that he'd love nothing more than to witness a debate between two of the game's greatest DBs. Man, look, Asante was an amazing cornerback, Deion was the best cornerback of all time. I want to hear this conversation. I want to be in the room for this conversation to happen, because I know they both are very good at football. But Deion is the best, and Asante was the best of his time. However, his former podcaster and retired linebacker, Fred Warner, was quick to remind him of the existence of Darrelle Revis. The name alone proved to be enough for Crowder to change his labeling of Samuel as the best of his time to one of the best rather quickly. Ultimately, the conversation highlights that one's argument will never be based purely on the merits of one's idea alone. In order for your message to ring true with others, you must first be able to showcase the efficiency of your lesson. Unfortunately for Samuel, that opportunity has seemingly come and gone, as he was unable to outdo the likes of Sanders throughout his 11-year NFL career.